Hey everyone, it's Josefin and I'm an au pair in the US for exactly 7 months now. 7 months, 30 weeks. And I think it's the perfect time to just look back and recap and see what did I feel like all the way back in the beginning. So if you like, grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like, and together let's just look into my memories and see what I felt like when I just got here. Really like remembering what it was like in the training school, where so many of us young women from all over the world came together, with each one of us having so great expectation of what's to come and of all the new people you want to meet and all the places you want to go. And then of course there's that big buzz about meeting with the host family for the first time and hoping to make a great impression. And what for me was the most amazing thing is that you're surrounded by people that all go through the same emotions that you are going through. So you have that to really build a good connection with each other within days. Also, for the most of us, including me, it was the first time seeing New York City, which is just one of the most impressive cities I know, and I love that I could go and do the New York City tour and go on the top of the Rock Building. I mean, that's just crazy impressive, especially since we had such a good weather to take pictures and videos. So I would do that all over again. And then you finally arrive in your new home and you see the area you're gonna spend the next 12 months of your life in for the first time. And at that point I was just so incredibly happy because it was exactly what I dreamed of. I mean, I personally really like the idea of living in a quiet suburban area with these big streets and big houses, with everyone having a huge front lawn. And luckily, that is exactly where I ended up. For me, being in a new place like this also gave me the feeling of having so many new opportunities. I mean, in a way that I thought, as I am in such a new and foreign place, I could also become a new and better version of myself. So overall, it really felt like life was perfect and it couldn't be better, because I think one big point is also that I came in August and I still had those summer vibes, and I wanted to spend all my time outside and get to know the area. Being this new surrounding also made me want to try everything at once. I mean, go to all the different shops, visit all the new restaurants, get all the special food stuff at the supermarket. I mean, guys, have you seen the cookie or the cereal section at Target or Giant or Walmart or whatever? It's seriously what dreams are made of. And besides that, I mean, you also have to get used to the new kind of family life. I mean, as every person is different, so is every family, and you are in this new house and you have a new room and you just live in this new home. And of course you have to get used to the new family schedule, for example, or just like eating. I was used to eat a big cooked meal for lunch, and then as I got here, people only have a tiny piece of lunch just to be able to wait until dinner time where they have a big meal. And this was super different for me, and I had to get used to that. And I also remember how it was, of course, unusual to live in a new place after for me, I have only lived in one place my whole life, and I've always lived with my family, with the people I've known forever. So it was unusual to be surrounded by new people that you don't really know yet, but at the same time it's also exciting just to see how other people live their lives at home and in general, because it's not what you are used to, but it's so great to see how it can be done differently. At first you kind of just see it, how they live their lives and what they do, and at some point you are a part of it. And then there's this big part that is the new language. And I mean, I've always liked English, and I've always liked speaking English and hearing English, so being surrounded by this language of course was unusual in the beginning, but it also was super great for me. What you also notice is different customs. Like, I was not used to people always asking me how I'm feeling and how I am and what's up and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of new in the beginning, when people were like, at the cash register, they're like, hi, how are you? How you doing? And at first you have no idea how to react. I was always like, oh, hi, I'm good, thank you, how are you? And it took me a while to really get used to that, but it's nice and it's just different from what I've known before. So these are just some of the things I can recall and that for me are most important about the first time of becoming an au pair and about getting to this new country. I also really like remembering that time because it's been one of the most exciting experiences I've made in my whole life. So I hope you enjoyed getting this tiny peek into my thoughts and memories. And hopefully you'll join me again the next time. See ya!